Um, you can work on this lesson today even if you're not connected, because today we're gonna start using the real compiler. Okay, I told you last time and in the recorded lecture, if you noticed, we have here in the first part of the course here we have recorded lecture recordings. Previously we had old recordings. Now you only have our current recordings. I've moved the old recordings to some other parts. I can have it available in the near future just for reviewing and seeing old lectures. But from now on, if you enter here, you only see our current course lectures as well as the caption that are at the bottom. So these are searchable videos. You can search for a text that has been said through the lecture. You can, if you have iTunes, you can subscribe, and any new lecture will automatically be on your computer without even downloading it. It's just hooked to the net, and if there's any podcast new to the system, to the lectures, it will be into your iTunes. And if you have your iPod, iPad, or whatever technology you're using, it will be downloaded directly to your devices. So this is lecture 1, introduction. Lecture 2, installing software on our devices, remember? Now today we will start with the compiler. Now please, everybody here, open up your exit setup. We're done with all this setup. Div C++, Div C++. It's that other software that we installed the other day. Remember? Div, let me see if I have it here. I'm sure it's, if you don't have it on your desktop, just go to start, and then it's this one, Dev C++. See this one, Dev C++. Everybody has this one. You should have it. We're gonna start with this one today. Fine? Now click on this one, and now we will start with you. Every time it starts with a tip. So this is the tip of the day. If this is annoying, you just click on this, don't display these tips again, and just close this tip window. Okay, is there anything there? Fine. Now, to start a new project, we just click on File, New, Project. That's it. Just click on it. Now, we have this funny window in front of us asking us, are we planning to have a Windows application, a console application, a static library, a DLL, an empty project? Okay, I'm gonna choose a console application. Console application means that we're gonna program without the usage of any fancy buttons and windows and things that we're used to these days. These are the console application. Programs used to be in the past all as console application. Since this is an introductory course, so we'll start with this one. Maybe in Java or advanced courses, you'll be start using this visualization, huh? Now, so for the meanwhile, we'll have it here. Now, in this part here, we're gonna write the name of the project. Now, in the video that I've uploaded, I gave a sample example, so we would like to implement it today, inshallah. So let's say my first program. Fine. Once I'm done, just click on OK. And then it's gonna give me another window. just to save, just click or save. It's gonna save on the same name. That's it. Now, I will see in front of me now a template. This template is a sample program that simply does nothing. Okay, but it's ready to do everything. Fine. So this simple template, we will explain each and every line in it. Just give me a second after we execute this thing here. To execute, just go to execute and compile and run. See this one? Or just simply click F9. Click F9. It will ask you what name will it have. So just first project. My first project. Give it the same name of the project, save changes, and that's it.
My first program?
Yeah, my first project or program, sorry, my first program. And if you got this black window here, this means your program is executing without any errors. It will say press any key to continue. If you press any key, it will continue. Where will it go? Back to the program. See, so it's actually doing nothing because we did not write any program inside it to do anything. Now, is it clear with everyone? Did you try it with your hand? Okay, you should try it. Try it, please. Okay, sure. Now, let's do something here to just have you start working. Now, see out my first text. Write it exactly as I wrote it here. I wrote this line, single line, above the system. See, there is a system here, right? So just above the system, just write the highlighted text, please. Write the highlighted text. Then, after that, execute again, F9. See out, then less than. There is no spaces. Everything is next to each other. Then V space, yes, there is space here between my and then space, first space, text. But see out, then less than, then colon, then my first text, semicolon at the end. Please don't forget the semicolon at the end. Once you've done, just click F9. Click F9 to run, to execute and run. What did you get? Yeah, a black screen window having my first text. Then we have press any key to continue. Then we have press any key to continue. Okay? Did you all get to this same result? Fine, great. Now, see what if I put /n inside here. Execute again. Execute again. What happened? Did you realize any changes? Yes? It looks better. Let me try it with you. Alt, Control. So I'm gonna execute. I have my first text on a separate line, then press any key to continue on the second line. So, any conclusion? What will happen if I put /n here? Can you predict? My first on a single line, then a new line. Okay, just try it and let me see. Wow. Can you please explain for me why we have a leading space here?
Because we have space between first and
Because we have a leading space. Because here we have a leading space. So it's exactly following anything that is written between these two quotes. Okay? Anything is between these two quotes. And we noticed a new thing here, that /n means a new line. /n means a new line. It will only interact with /n if it's inside the quotes. If this /n is outside the quotes, it will just try it. Here. What will happen? An error. There is something. Error. It will not execute. It will not execute. It will give you an error. Just remove it and you're back to this thing here. Okay. Now, in a single line, can you draw for me a triangle of stars? In a single line. A triangle of stars. Stars means something like this. I need it to have like this. 1 star, then 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars. I need you to do something like this in a single line. Who can do it? Type it. Do it. You have problems? Okay. Imagine. Yes? Write it down. Write it down on a paper. Yeah, as you have it here. Exactly, I want it. Exactly as you have it here. On a single line. Only one C out. Yes? Finished? What's your name? Okay, so Noura is the first one to finish. Then second, third. Okay, fine. So this is an easy one here. So explain to me, how did you do it? Yes. So I'm gonna replace all these by 1 star, then /n. 2 stars, /n. 3 stars, /n. 4 stars, then /n. Why not? I don't want press any key to continue next to my stars. Now, that's it. See? We have the same output on one single cout line. Now, you can have them. You can have them either on one line or more than one line. So if I say cout again, I can have like 4 stars, /n, semicolon. This is exactly equivalent to the one before. Where's the brackets? It should be. This is a new command. This is a new command. It has to have a semicolon. So try to do this one here. Try to have the last 4 stars separated and have it standalone by themselves. On will it differ?
No.
It's exactly the same. Exactly the same. So what would we conclude? Any conclusion?
Yes.
Yes?
That doesn't matter. We'll have to write every time cout. Just put the n, the /n.
This means if I have many things to say on one single line, like a very big paragraph, it's really hard to have it on a one long line. You can scatter it into different lines to make it easier for you to see things neater, better, and the output is the same. Okay, so we can conclude that we can have either one cout to do the whole job, or just break it into smaller pieces for me to ease the process of managing the cout and printing and have things done easily. Actually, let's see another way to do it also. So I'm gonna comment this one, double forward slash at the beginning. Forward slash. This is forward slash. Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is also a forward slash. Okay, backward slash is the other way around. This one. This is backward slash, okay? This is forward slash. If anytime I say forward slash, so this is forward slash n, it means that I'm gonna have a new line at this location. If I put forward slash at the beginning of any code, this means the whole code is commented. What commented mean? Please run and tell me what does commented mean. Execute it, please. Execute. What happened?
It was deleted.
It's not deleted. It's not even executed. It's not executed. Means it is commented. No, there is no error. A comment is something for the programmer to read and remember. For example, here, I should write a comment. This line to print a star. This is for me as a programmer, just to remember what was this line all about. So this is comment. So the computer doesn't understand English. So I write it preceded by these two double forward slashes, so that the computer will just never read it. It's a note. Sometimes I comment part of my code if I'm not sure about it. I'm just testing things. Okay, so sometimes it's really healthy to have them in some part of my code. Fine. Now keep it commented, please. And we would like to add something here like this. Put another stream. I will call these streams, okay? Put another stream. This less than, huh? Another stream, and just put 4 stars, and then backward slash n, and that's it. Now execute, please, and tell me what you find out. Same thing. What did you conclude? I want you to think. Move your brains. What did you conclude? Something about this thing?
Yes. If it's put in the front, it's no need to put it.
If it's, yeah, exactly. What's your name?
Shelly.
Okay. So what we have here is, if we have this stream at the same, this is a command. Command cout means we're streaming out. Stream cout. We're gonna print something on the standard output, which is the screen. We can stream to some other source, output source, such as a printer. If it's a sound, we can put it to a microphone. No, it's a speakers. If it's input, it should come from a keyboard, or can have some others, maybe scanner as a input resource. But the standard input and standard output are the keyboard and the screen, period. So cout will take it to a standard. See, we have here using namespace. So I'm incrementally trying to explain other things. Now, what does using namespace std means? Using always the standard, because I said here stream out. Out to where? Is it to a printer, or to a screen, or to some other, maybe a file? I'm writing something to a file, a flash memory. But since I used here using namespace std, this means it's to the standard. Std is a short word for standard. Okay, so using namespace standard. Fine. If I comment this, please try to comment this. You'll get an error. Try to run it now. It has an error. Did anybody successfully run it without any error? I'll give him an A. See, I got an error. Why? It's complaining about this one here. See, so these two are related. See, these two are related, because now the computer is confused. Cout to where? You never mentioned the standard thing, so I should specify. So to solve it, I either uncomment this line using namespace std, and you should always use it in your code. Or there's another way to do it. I just specify it here. Is std : : This means that this cout is a standard output. Now, let's execute, see what happens. It's running. See? Because I specified it. I told the computer that this cout is a standard output. Okay? So in this course, we'll see many ways to do the same thing. Okay? So don't be confused. There's no one single way to do a program. It's always many, as if I told you to write a comprehension of some event. It's really impossible to have every person here write the same exact essay. But you can always explain the same thing. Now, if I'm going to uncomment this one here, and since I don't have the namespace as std, so I have every time to specify. It's not very comfortable to have every time I'm writing cout to specify this is a standard cout and that is a standard cout, and that's it. It's really a mess. It did not work. It should work. See, it's working now with me. If it's worked with me, maybe you mess with some other thing. We have 2 for lines because one is coming from the first statement, and the other one is coming from here, the other one is coming from here. So we have 2 of them. So it's working. Now, let me return this as usual. I really don't like to write every time using std all the way. But now, from now till the end of this course, I'm never going to use std : : But you've seen it. Okay? It has all been replaced with only one single line here. Fine? Now, we know why this came into the picture. Okay? I would like to explain it like this. Now, why did this come to the picture? Okay, if you're not happy with it, just comment it with your super tool of commenting things. Try it. Comment it. Try to execute. Tell me what happens.
There's an error in the first cout.
Aha. So this means, what do you conclude? These 2 are related to each other. These 2 are related. This means that even though I have using such thing, using namespace, still it cannot. It's complaining here, saying that cout undeclared. See at the bottom, I'm pointing here. Cout undeclared, first used in this function. It doesn't even know what cout means. Wow, this is big. This means that including this thing here happens to give knowledge to this compiler that cout means printing things on the standard input, output, whatever. So let's have it back here. So this is a shorthand to input, output stream. See? Now things come together in one picture. Input, output. So I'm including all the commands, function that are related to input, output stream. If you're writing a program that never input from the keyboard or output to the screen, you're more than welcome to comment this out without any error. But usually all our programs, once it calculates something, it has to produce the output for you to have some useful information out of it. Right? So from now to the end of this semester, every program we should use this one. Include, there's a pound sign before it, then include, then there's a less than, then we put IO stream, means input output stream, then there's a greater than, so as a brackets. Now, please do this exercise. Just comment this one out and execute. See what happens. Before, do you think it's going to execute? Let's see.
Yes, it did.
It did. So you're not always right. This means for the meanwhile, I did not use CS. What does it mean? It's a standard. This is standard. Lib is library. So C standard library. I break it into pieces. So this means this is a shorthand for C. STD is standard. Lib is library. C is standard library. Okay. C standard library, in this very short program, we did not use it, but we will in the near future. We will use it, but in the meanwhile, in this class, we will not use it. Then why it is there? Okay, at the beginning, I told you this is a template. A template, they put things that they think most probably any programmer will use it at the beginning. Okay, so it will not harm to keep it there, even though we're not using it. Fine. So in this class, we've learned many things. We've learned how to output things to the screen, how to have a new line in between one line, and we noticed how to have streams. We noticed how to have what's the relation between namespace and STD, and what happens if we removed it. In the book, I think in the beginning, it never used using namespace, and it's always using STD : : So don't be frightened about that notation. Now, anything not discussed yet? Yes. What are these system pause and return exit success thing? Okay, system pause. Just remove it with the / sorry, and execute. See what happens. No errors. It run. See what happens. It did not give me any chance to see my output. It was at a glance. So if you are, yeah. So pause means it says stop. So this is the one that gives us the press any key to continue thing. Okay. Fine. So we are understanding everything now, huh? Now, return exit success. Just comment this one, and let's see what happens. Nothing changed. Okay, so why are we having it there? This is related to something that is beyond the scope of this course. Anybody here from computer engineering? Great. Department. Are you computer engineering department? Okay, put down your hand. You will take this in operating system course. Operating system, any operating system has small programs that runs together. If one program hangs for some reason, you Alt Control Delete, and there's a program manager, as you noticed, and you'll see that it will write next to one of them not responding. Have you ever seen it? Not responding, huh? Not responding means it didn't return success. So operating system will know if a program is hanged or is still running by having this thing here. So it's for the meanwhile in this course, if we are only C programmers in this introductory course, we don't need to bother much about it, okay? But it is there because this is a template. If you don't write it, I will not deduct any marks from you in the exam, because this is not related to this course, related to some other concepts that I'm not gonna bother you after this explanation anymore. Fine? Okay, anything look weird for you? Yes, if you notice there's a curly bracket here and another curly bracket. This means that our program relies in between these two curly brackets. Anything inside these two curly brackets will be executed. Main means this is the main program. Okay, I can have some other parts. For example, I can have here int not main and have some code here like this, and write down here cout will I be printed? Okay, something like this. Let me execute this. This is not main. Okay, I have to return something. Return 0. Okay, I'll explain why I have to return something in a few seconds, but let me execute this. Nothing. It's only my old shape of stars, and this, although it is before main, but it skipped it and went to main. What do you conclude? Conclusion. I don't want to speak out everything. You should speak out. Yeah. Yes. Before. Okay. What about after? Okay. Let me put this after int main. Control X. This is after int main. Okay. I put it underneath it. Let me execute. Still. Okay. This is called, yes? It should be main. You are all correct. The computer is always looking for a main function to execute. Main function to execute. So this is the main function. This is main, okay? This is not main. You can call it any other name. But this is a function. Notice we have like 2 curly brackets. These curly brackets will give indication to computer that this is a function. You came from calculus background, right? Functions are written such as like this. F of x, right? This is a function, but x is a variable. But now it's no longer a variable, it's a function. See? So who gave you this feeling that it is a function or a variable? The curly brackets. It's same concept coming back here. So any name that is preceded by 2 curly brackets, this is a function. Function means things to be done, or it's a group of instructions. A function is group. See, I'm grouping these. I'm grouping them with this 2 curly brackets. Fine? So it's group of instructions. It's a function. It's exactly as we have in the washing machine. There's a function to drain water. It's a group of things. It's gonna put maybe rise water, then do something. Maybe another function like wash cotton, wash synthetic, whatever. So all these are functions. A function is a group of things to do, group of instructions. So it's exactly the same concept here. Now, saying that, we have a funny thing preceded by the name of the function. This int is actually C++ is all about abbreviation. Okay, even the name is so short, C++. Okay, so this is a shorthand for integer. Integer. What does integer mean here? It means that this function will return an integer. This function will return. What does returning mean? Where am I? I want to program something to be printed on the screen. Why should I care about integers returning to whom? To the program, but in this case to the operating system. So see, we have return exit. See, exit success. So this will return the exit success code for the operating system. But here I said return 0. You shouldn't, if you didn't understand this, that's fine, because this has to be discussed in chapter 3. Okay, so just to explain what main is, I just explained this. Now these 2 arguments, argument C, argument V, if you remove it totally, nobody will complain. You can still run it and it will execute correctly. The reason it was there, that sometimes you can execute and bypass some arguments to the program, like write the name of the program and then bypass some argument. you don't need to worry about it now. For the meanwhile, it's just for the sake of explaining what these are. If I execute it, will still run perfectly. Now I'm gonna clean up everything here. No more functions till chapter 3. Now we're back with this very simple, and this is I no longer need this. So it's reduced to this very simple strip version. Now I kept only what I need. Anybody still have any problem understanding this? You should understand every text character there presented in the screen. Every semicolon there. Everything should be understood. Yes. 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 I can totally take this out, but it will complain that I told you I'm gonna return something, but I never returned it. So just write it void. If I take out the return, then as if I'm saying to you that I'm keeping after the class with a surprise. I'm gonna give you a surprise. After the class, I just kept silent. You will complain. Where is the surprise? This is exactly the same scenario. I'm telling the computer that there is something to be given as a reward at the end. There's an integer, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna tell you, did I finish successfully or not? But at the end, I'm not doing anything. So if you are that kind of person, just void it. Void is nothing. Okay? Void. Let me execute. It will not complain. Did it? Oh, okay. Main must return an integer. Okay, I don't have any choice. And I have to return. Div C++ restrict me of having main as void. So I have to obey the laws. Return 0. I have to obey the law. But if I have any non-main function, I can have it like this. It will not. It will execute successfully. See, it's running. So I have a void main, a void non-main. Any other function can be void. Okay, but for the main, I think Microsoft doesn't complain about this. If you have installed Microsoft C++ compiler, Visual C++, it will never complain. But the div C++ is complaining. Okay, so you should obey the laws. We have 12 minutes remaining. So please let me know now before it is too late. This is the first lecture in programming. Tell me now if you have any doubt, any unclear fact that we've said, please let me know now before it's too late. Yes. This is for me as a programmer, just to know what is the program all about. It's all about printing stars on the screen. That's all. It's a comment for me, because sometimes we write programs, after 1-2 months we come back, what does it do? Just to remind myself, this will do so and so. If you remove it, it won't. It's a good programming habit to write comments for every and each group of statement that you're gonna use. Yes. Forget it for the meanwhile. It is chapter 3. Okay. Else. Sure. Okay. Now, saying so, we've learned the star. We've learned the stream here. We can do now many things, such as solving the homework. Can we solve the homework now? Yes. What was the homework? We just done it here. And the second question was? If you can check it. Yeah, there's homeworks. You should submit the homework by tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I just extended 2 days. I'm gonna extend it. It should be solved by midnight today, but I extended 2 days. To upload the homework, you just write it on a notepad as a text file or whatever and just upload it there. Let's see how to upload the homework. Copy paste on a notepad or text editor and just upload it. Just as simple as that. Now we have here a homework, write a simple code. This one. Now, write a simple code scenario that is an implementation of what you have taken in the classroom. Simple program that will ask data and information on the black screen. So yeah. So we need to further elaborate what we've said. Now, please concentrate. Please concentrate here. If I say int x, comma, semicolon, and then int y, semicolon. Fine? I want to enter values to these two variables and then print the summation of them. Okay? Now, if I say cin, and then the stream will go the other way around. See the stream? It's going from the input to the x. Then cin again to the y. Then cout, I'm going to print x plus y. X plus y. Semicolon. Now, if I execute this one, I'm stuck with an empty screen. Is it stuck?
No.
It's waiting for me to enter some numbers. Where is my stars? It's coming after I answer the two questions. It's waiting for the value of x. It's waiting for the value of y, as we have here. See? When I say cin x, means it's waiting. Cin is for the standard input, which is keyboard. Once I click on 5 and enter, it's still waiting for what? For the second value of y. So I put 3, enter. Now it printed cout here. See cout the value of x plus y. Yeah, you should make it more user friendly. User friendly means instead of waiting for nothing, you should write something for the user. Welcome to my program. Please enter the value of x. Once I enter, please enter the value of y. Then I enter that. Then the value of the summation of the two numbers you enter is, and such so on. So please write it down now with a user-friendly way. Okay? So do it. Yes. شنو أعطاك؟ Now, we've added here the end L. See the end L? End L means it will give a new line instead of having quotation, then /n, because I need it to be as such. Now, who can instead, this is the last thing to do now, okay? Who can, instead of having x plus y, I need it to be the value of whatever I entered. 5, okay, the value of 5 plus 3 equals to so and so. It's much nicer. I don't want these to be text x and y. I need them to be the actual numbers that I enter. So if I put 5 and 3, somebody can but I might not enter 5 and 3.
So we make it equal. The x equals 3 and 4.
I want them to be variable. What?
We put
How can I do it? ENT?
no, they equal. Just x equals 5 and
I put here x equals
no.
Ah.
In the CN.
CN here?
In x, yeah.
Yes. What do I do here?
Equal x equals, or then the I and t integer.
Yes.
X equals 3.
No. You didn't get the point. I need it. Okay. X plus y. Okay. The point is, instead of having here, for example, I wrote here 3 and 6. I want here the value of 3 and 6 instead of x and y. I want here to print 3 plus 6. You got it? You got the question? Do it. How to do it? So I don't like the way it writes x plus y. I want it to, whatever number I enter, to do this plus this is equal to that. No, I want it to be in this format, plus. But I need the computer to speak out the numbers that I've just entered.
So we put هذا بس without the quotes.
هذا يعني شنو?
هذا the end.
Stream.
Yeah.
Exactly. أنت تستاهلين بونص. لما أحفظ اسمك بس. We put another stream and put x, correct?
Yeah.
Then another stream,
Then what?
and then then a quote to capture this plus sign, and then another stream to capture this value of y, another stream to have this one. Okay. Anybody did not understand this? Let me repeat it. Now, x, if it's inside the quote, it will print it as x. But if it's outside the quote, it will evaluate the value of x. Correct? Now, this is why we took it outside of the quote. To take it outside, remember at the beginning when we said we can't put streams here as if we are having continuation of the same line. Remember? We just said it a few minutes ago. So this is what we've done here. So this is all going to the stream. So x, if I print it, it will be printed to the cout as a number. Exactly as we've done here. It will be evaluated, add them, and print them to the stream, thrown to the stream. Now, I'm going to throw this to the stream, but the plus will be thrown as a text between quotes. Anything between quotes, it will be as is. Now, then I will throw y after them, but as a text? No, as a value, because I removed the quote. Anything without the quote will be evaluated. Then I threw the remaining text, which is. Now let's execute and see what happens. Now 5 and 3. Wow, see, 5 and 3. So the value of, see here, the value of 5 plus 3 is 8. And these are dynamic. What does dynamic means? Means if I say, for example, 2 and 7, it will give me 2 and 7, see? 2 and 7. Not x and y. I like it this way. See how I've done it? I just remove it outside of the quotation, the quotes, and hence it is evaluated. Fine. This brings us to the end of this lecture. I thank you all for participating.